That's why when they play, when we play.
Okay, say mínimo one.
La fonética.
Transmit where you would have right to transmit it. You understand? You transmit it. This thing, I want to go to Caribbean and school. Sister Elizabeth, she another one. It's why we got
God the Son and God the Holy Ghost. In Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior name we pray. Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you for your prayer. All can sit down. Thank you for your prayer. Now we're going to hear from the governor or the delegated them there to come and say what they have been got prepared. Okay, if they're not there, well, we want to hear some word from the Secretary of Culture if he come for the delegate. Then we continue the presentation at the Creole Orthographic Council.
Okay. Yeah. If you're looking at them, look at them book. If you're looking at the back of your book or the first part of the book, the cover, you will see the name of all of we will work in the council. So I will just present to you the people there. Some are with there, some through work or through other activity can they are with you today, but we're there. So we have Henrietta Farbs Bryan. Henrietta is an educator studying preschool. Also, Henrietta, when in the study in Medellin, used to work with a group of students over there. They teach Creole and also she a Creole translator. Then we have okay, we have Sydney Suarez Gordon. He is a mathematician and also our teacher and one writer. I can use my book because the slide not still can't stand. Then we have Maureen Hooker. Maureen Hooker, now linguist, one special Maureen. In our speech and language pathologist, specialized in audiology, master in linguistics and bilingualism, and a multilinguist consultant. That is Maureen Hooker. Then we have Kesha Howard, Bachelor in English and Language Studies, Master in Education, writer, and multilingualism consultant. Then we have Julie Espinosa. Julie is English teacher. Julie also is working on a dictionary. So hopefully, pretty soon, Julie Dictionary will be out. And Julie also is a translator. Then Emil has a bachelor in bilingual education. Emil is an English teacher. Emil also our translator from the Bible. He worked with me in the translation of the Bible. Shalinda Martinez. Shalinda, our English teacher, got bachelor in bilingual education. Shalinda also is an author, and also Shalinda is a songster, and in a little bit more, he might sing for me. Then we have Dr. Samuel Robinson. Dr. Samuel, as you know, is a eye doctor, but also Dr. Samuel is a historian or musician, in the director for the Cultural Center, and in the honorary consul to Jamaica here in San Andres. We have Alciano Williams. Alciano Williams is a teacher and also a poet. We have a poem them on the right in the book with poem. Casey Harkins is BA in languages. He did a master in France. Right now she's living in France. So, but she in contact with us, and when she come through, she stopped and gave her a port to the cards. Then we have Monique Shaw. Monique is a linguist from Providence also, but they live down here in San Andres for a good while. And she also a part of the team. She make a lot of investigation, mostly Creole, and produce material, especially in audio and video. We have Juan Ramirez. Juan Ramirez, as all of we know, he is one activist, was one teacher. Juan Ramirez also file a book on in our language, and is a member of the National Commission for Native Language. Then we have Pendale Humphreys. Pendale also got one bachelor degree in a bilingual education, in our teacher, one author. Then we have Robert Livingston. Robert Livingston also have a BA in a bilingual education, English teacher, and have some work with us. And we want to honor the people that have them not there with you anymore, but they do their work and left a heritage the other week. And so what we do now with the work, what we then do. One of them that Mr. Dolph Mitchell, all we know Mr. Dolph, fighter in the Creole, and maybe he used to be the consultant and the teacher for Alawi. So Alawi learned from Mr. Dolph. And we have Mr. Dolph left one glossary, which is like a small dictionary where plenty of we can solve. Then we have Professor Oakley Farbs. Professor Oakley Farbs, his contribution was that he prepared a big group of teachers. Plenty of the teachers then were maybe they go on pension now. When them study with studied with Mr. Oakley. I remember Mr. Oakley used to teach there, develop the program by him for them to teach bilingual teacher and teach you how to teach in the school them in a bilingual way. Professor Adele Christopher. Professor Adele, I believe, is one of the persons who write more in a Creole. We commonly know him like the Creole man. Unfortunately, the man died young, and we never able to get more out of him. But I believe he had a unique talent to give, to write poems, say poems. He had a ability to dramatize, and he was a very jokeified person. So we miss him a lot. And then we have Mr. Ron Metzger. He is an American. But look when I tell him about the story or the history of the writing system, I will know more about Mr. Ron, because him that maybe one of the man who helped with build the alphabet, the Creole, and in that last year. So, but it was American, but he loved San Andres and loved San Andres people. Okay, and well, who will talk to no? As Ricardo Garden. I did the process from the beginning, and I said plenty time. All them, or not all, but practically all of them start out with me. Everybody did. And thank God well I'm still alive. Of course, I was plenty younger than them when the process started. Just like you see these ladies here, they are very younger than me. So maybe one day them we say when I gone, well, then we say, well, Pastor Ricardo work with me, but you know, they are no more. So let me see what I go on. So this is the council, these are the people them we work with me, and we make the material with some of that in our hand, and some of when the program over, make it possible. So let's give a hand to this commission.
Very good presentation, Pastor. Now we want to hear about the language right and history of the Creole writing system by Pastor Ricardo Gordon.
Okay, I want to do two things. Now, one is to highlight some of the writing we got as native people, as Raisal, because sometimes we don't know we write. We don't know the things that we got right to, and when you don't know you're right, other people trample you. And then at the same time, I want to tell you about the story of that book on that in our hand. When I start out the talk about Law 1381 and 2010, it's called Native Language Law. And we start out with the purpose of the law. The purpose of the law is to make the native language then strong. Normally, in the country, we have the language then to the indigenous people, or what we call the Indian them. And we have the language to the Balenquero, and we have the language to the Gypsy people them, and the language to the people them from San Andres, Providence, and Ketlina. So all of the language with them and we then call them native language. And the people them we talk native language got some right. So I'm going to tell you about some of them. The Article 7, let me go to the next slide. Okay, the Article 7 of this law say the people that will talk native language, when they have to go to lawsuit, got the right to then judge them in the native language. This means that anytime you go in court, they're not going to judge you in Spanish because you don't understand Spanish or you don't understand Spanish good. So you exact them to then judge you in a Creole so you can understand everything what they say. And if the judge say, if you don't know Creole, well, you have to get one translator. And I know you won't pay. Now him won't pay, or the government won't pay. So, until you get that, you can tell you can't judge me till you got that. When you got that, you call me to court. But if you don't got that, you can't call me to court. Then the article 8 says, the people them who talk native language, when they want to take out paper from the government office, them got the right to exact one translator we can talk the language. Now, if you go take out for paper, or you go take out paper by the governation or by any public office where you have to go take out paper, you can exact say who they where they attend you. If you can't talk your language, you have to go get one translator so that he can understand you. Now, sometimes we know exact that because we say, well, we can mash up the Spanish. But the point here is that if we exact it, some other native will get a job. So if all of we start when you go by the office, then start exactly, then talk to in a Creole, then when you say, we have to hire a translator. And whose translator they want to hire? Native people. So all them there's opportunity for native people get job, but we know to use it. So the invitation is that we start use it so that we as native people can get job. And then Article 9 says they got the right to use their language when they go to doctor. When you go to doctor, you got the right, the doctor will attend to you, have to talk Creole, and if you can't talk Creole, and get somebody to translate for you. So this is the law where you have to comply. But the only way I comply is if we start exact. If we don't start exact, then no way I comply. Because you know, health is something delicate, and then they talk to you in our language where you don't understand, and you go home and they tell you what happened to you, but you don't understand what happened to you. So they have to tell you in your language where you can know what's going on with you. Okay, then the article 17 and 18. This one over important. It says, the Ministry of Culture, the Ministry of Education, the Secretary of Education, and the public university them to take the initiative. Now them have to take the initiative to write material in the native language, then to produce material in audio and video in the native language. So anytime we do anything in a Creole, the first thing they tell us is they don't got no money. All the time they say that. They got money for everything else, but they don't got money for Creole. But the law says if they don't got it, they have to find it. They have to find it. But again, is we have to start exactly. Because if we stay here and keep silence and not do nothing, then we continue same way. Then we go to the Article 20. It said, in the place them where the people them talk native language, the national, departmental, and municipal authority will guarantee that the education be in the native language in the school them where they in them community. Then we guarantee that the teacher them in the native community talk and write the language. That's what the law said. So we have to get, they have to guarantee you. The teacher them in a full community have to know to read and write and talk the language. That's what the law said. So we have to start exact because it's very traumatic when I receive food, picking them, we come from home, they talk Creole, and then everything that in Spanish. That damage them a lot. Okay. Let's continue. We're going now to, give me the next slide. The next one, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. We're going now to law 47. That is the San Andres law. The law come out. In the San Andres law, we got some article where important, where we have to know. And it said, Article 42. The official language them in the archipelago, the Spanish and the English when talked in the archipelago. And the court sentence said the English when talked in this archipelago, the Creole. You know what I mean? So that done sentence. So we don't have to argue the Creole or what the sentence is the Creole. So that means that Creole is the one of the official language in this community. Article 43, it said, the language them we use to teach the people them in the school, the Spanish and English. But remember, the English when they refer to the Creole. Because yeah, the sentence don't say that when they say they're English, they refer to Creole. So in the school, and this not mean say we want to take out English. No, nobody with good sense, nobody say take out English out of school. No. But what we want to do is that we want to put it in Creole. The people them want to start, they teach them in a Creole, then you can pass them to English and you can pass them to Spanish. Because the people them can learn 3, 4, 5, up to 10 languages. I have no problem with that. But what we need to do is that we need to get the education system in order and we start exactly and comply with the law. Okay, Article 44. It said, all the law them, this one over and important. All the law them, decree, resolution, ordinance, and public information for the in Spanish and English. I remember when Law 47 said English, understand Creole, because the sentence said the Creole. Okay, well, you cannot agree, no problem, but I didn't tell you what the law said. And when the court said. But the court sentence said English here, the Creole.
That is something else. That is something else.
The ethnic them. Everybody.
Okay. Okay. Article 45. It said all the public worker them in the archipelago we attend public have to talk Spanish and English. And again the court sentences the English or refer to the Creole. So they talk Spanish and Creole. So then are the right where we have, and what we need to do is we need to understand the right, start exactly right, and exact that the different authority in our community comply. Okay, so now I want to tell you a little bit about the history of the book. In 1999, by the Christian University, we start thinking and looking for the problem that we got in our education. Decide say Creole need to be part of the education system. So we start looking for help, and we find out say they got organization we name SIL, which means Summer Institution of Linguistics, and them help all the native community them to write the language. So we write them and we ask them to come help with, and then there where Mr. Ron come in. So then send 3 persons to come help with. Mr. Ron Moran, Mr. Ken Decker. Mr. Ken Decker did the work then time in a Belize. So he done that experience in a Creole already, because the Creole Belize is just like food. They talk same and everything. And also Ron Moran, he was an educator and he helped with develop the material there. And Mr. Ron, we had experience in translating the Bible. He worked with one indigenous community. So then come and we build the alphabet, and after we don't build the alphabet, we start the process. We start develop educational material. That was the first thing we do. Start develop educational material here by the bank. They got some of the material. They have the big book them. They have the ABC book, and we had developed the curriculum for the whole primary in a Creole and how we teach it. And then the university start prepare teacher. Plenty of the teacher them. We got here with Shalinda was one of the students, and we have Emil also, one of the students, and plenty more. So we prepare at least, I think, 120 teacher. I'll have you there. You there on a teacher too. We Nelly, we are on a teacher too. So we got plenty of them. And we prepare 120 teacher to develop bilingual education in the different schools. We start out with 4 pilot schools. We start out with the First Baptist School, the Central Baptist School, Emmanuel Baptist School, and the Christian Mission School. They were the 4 schools we start out. The program worked over good for the first year. And then for the second year, they boycott the program. They take the teacher them and spread them over the whole island. So we couldn't continue with the program because you can't continue the program with teacher when not prepared for the program. So the process stopped. The process stopped. And then we continue the translation of the Bible. So because the education part stopped, then Mr. Ron stayed on the island and continue work with the translation of the Bible. I worked on with him. Mr. Dolph worked on with him. Mr. Juan Ramirez also worked on with him. And we worked until we finish the translation of the Bible. When we finish the translation of the Bible, the New Testament, well, all I know that exists, and we have the celebration, and Mr. Ron got back home, and everything stopped right there. Plenty years passed, nothing. We have some people, Adele still continue, the right, the Creole one continue the right, Mr. Dolph continue the right, but nothing systematically to continue with the process. 5 years ago, well, I start call up the different people then, well, like Kesha, they gone states and study and come back home. Maureen study linguistics at the National University. Well, Emil will continue the course with Mr. Dolph, getting everything better. Chalinda, and I remember the team. I call them up and we meet and we tell them, okay, we have to continue the process because the Christian University put the writing system to a certain level, but it's not complete. We have to complete the work. So we have more or less 5 years to work. This team, they work to complete what the Christian University do. And thank God today we have this material to put in our hand, done by native islanders, all of it, the native islanders. And for me, that make I feel proud because sometimes people believe that as native islanders, we can do high intellectual work. Believe me, that book we got in your hand, that was high intellectual work done by we are this team, pure native people. One of the things, because when it started out, they say, well, make we invite, we had a linguist by the National University, say it was Miss Raquel, and she loved the island, loved we also. And they say, well, why we not invite him? And I tell them, no, we're not inviting. We're not inviting because when we do things here on the island all the time, they give the praise to the person who come from outside and ignore we native. So I told them, no, we don't want nobody with a native in the process because when this work done, you have to show that native people do it. So that is it. So you have a book where native people do and where we can feel proud of it because believe me, is a good work and is a work will take a pile of years to do, but thank God we do. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, let's clap and encourage yourself. Now we're going to get one presentation by Sister Shalinda Martinez.
Good afternoon. That's all.
May I have you and sing one solo? Make we stand up, make we stand up, make we stand up. We know so we bless, right? All and we will bless. I bless, you bless, we bless. This is our little call we all and we know. Me say me know, say me bless. So we dey happy. Be thankful for all the blessing what we got. Starting with the language, we bless. We talk more one language, we bless this beautiful island. So many things. Me say me know, say me bless. Me say me know, say me bless. As long as Jesus, that for me provide, and me know, say me bless. Alright, what I say? Me say me know, say you're blessed. So you point to the person with the side of you and make the person know that they're blessed. Me say me know, say you're blessed. Me say me know, say you're blessed. As long as Jesus, that for you provide, and we know, say you're blessed. We're blessed. Me say me know, say we blessed. Me say me know, say we blessed. As long as Jesus, that we provide, and we know, say we bless. We bless, we bless, we bless, bless, bless. You're blessed, you're blessed, you're blessed, blessed, me bless, me bless, me bless, me bless, bless, bless. That was it. Thank you all.
Thank you, Charlene. That's very good. All right. Now we're going to hear about the linguistic writing system by Maureen Hooker.
Technical part, you know, the writing system. Okay, let's come down to the linguistic, right? Technical part of the linguistic that we need. When I say writing system, I get nervous because that part I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I want to talk about linguistics. Okay?
You're right here again.
Yeah, easy as that. I will talk about language because many times we got this confusion with around it. They ask what we talk or where language come from and we can say it's a language or no language. Well, language is something where complex, and something where creative. Language them finite, the infinite. A language more than all, you can find say the language them always, and this is something we need to understand. For we language them always they change, and they change in a time. Okay? Another thing about language we need to understand is that plenty language are not only for and English Creole, for and English Creole drop down in it, but plenty other language around the world not got one writing system. And not because of that no means say they don't know one language. Okay? So we need to understand that. And another thing is that when we write the language, that is done show down in linguistics, when one language written and it got it on paper or any other way, the linguistic changes them take longer to come. So that's the importance why you need to write down your language, because then linguistically you won't get so much change. And where the change come from? The change them come when one language start get contact with another language. When you're in one place where people you talk different language like how they in a San Andres, will not expect it, you have to wait too long. The changes them will come because that's something you can control with the speakers and when we talk to one another. So your language I want to get touch. Is that when you're married to somebody couple years after, sometimes you favor the same person. Right or right? Yes. You married now, you can't come and say you're the one person your husband want you. You favor, you turn on family, no, not true. So when you mix up with the family, you turn on family. What's up with the language? Okay? So remember, for language, the language is always a transform. I would not be afraid about this because anytime the language come in a contact, the language will transform. So plenty people will continue to think about we put in this, we put in that, and whatsoever. All the language them what we know up on earth, all of them got transformation. So we don't need to worry about that. But one next topic very important when we come up to is what we call the first language, what we call the mother tongue, and what we call in linguistics we call it L1. The mother tongue that is your first language, we call it say the native language. That the language that you talk when you're small, and not only when you talk, but the one where they teach you from when you're small. Yesterday we were talking about that and said many times as an audiologist I can tell you say the people them from when they in their belly, they don't hear already, the hearing system don't set up. So for the parents that they talk to them, either mother talk to them, father talk to them, whosoever talk to them don't hear the language. When they come out and they are acquainted with the language, that's their mother tongue. And that's why I teach my children them in a class. Mother tongue you can't explain and say mother tongue all the time that the language when they speaking at your house. No, they might speak in your house, but they're not speaking to you and know your mother tongue. Is that clear or not clear? Yeah. So another language for the environment, the language when they talk to you. Yeah. That is clear. Okay. Like, as I said before, the language they talk to you in a way, raise you up in a something very important, say that your mother tongue, that's something where you take from generation to generation. Okay? One mother tongue and one language will help you. Your mother tongue, that's something will help you for you be more creative, you explain up in your language, for your transmit your information, for your tasks, that's what it is. We need to understand say one mother tongue is something what we learn naturally. Nobody don't teach you it. You're learning home naturally. How we learn this? When you go to school, you learn it systematically. All the way. Yesterday again we got one discussion because we just say, you know what's why we are carrying Creole in a school because you know they're not good to go in a school, but as what the doctor say yesterday. If you go state, if you learn a small with the language like English and they go to school and they learn English, they're not going to school to learn English. Yes. Depending on the same thing, but for we didn't well for the kinder and you not armor and learn. So one thing is you go to school to learn the language, your language systematically, and another one is naturally. Naturally, home nobody tell you and they on the pressure you and they tell you la this is the verb and this is the no. You're here and what you're here and what you're there. That is a natural way of learning in your language, okay? And that's how we get for natural language. But systematically know that we're not going to school and we'll start telling you what that the verb, what that the noun, how your language set up. So we have to go up to two things, okay? Academically something differently. Your natural language are the one where you express, as I said before, and receive your knowledge in, okay? And something very important. The quality of this natural language, when you learn your language naturally and you learn it good, that will help you so you can get other language. You understand? If you don't learn that good in this process, when you come to learn other language, don't care what other language, it can be German, as in case of my friend over here. You want to get harder to learn the language and sometimes you don't even learn it. You want to get old like me and you never learn it, you don't learn it again. Okay? So, they have a critical period to learn language and a critical period from 0 to 12 years. If you, between the 2 years, if you got your natural language and you learn it good, then you can open way to learn another language. But the big problem with this, I said, we don't want to learn native language or natural language whatsoever, and they want to put it in a school. Between this period, this critical period, they got 2 and 3 languages right and then that I know what it is. Yeah? What we need to watch out at this. The language then every 4 months one language then, so we don't have to worry about that because language don't come favor. As I said, language they transform. They transform. But guess what? Our language manage we know that speakers manage language. Okay? So when the speakers then language then. Yeah. Okay? So we need to if you don't talk your language one day. If you don't use your language, the language one day. Okay? And if you don't go to Google if you want and look on the level of vulnerability where one language can get to know if we create a language, for example, one language we're in a danger or no danger, it gives you the definition and it says, what language we're in a danger, we're vulnerable, because I got something level, it says, vulnerable in a little danger or in a severe danger or in a critical danger or it don't exist. So when we exist because you know got nobody to talk about it. But vulnerable, when the small one then, small people them, no they talk the language no more. They don't got that. I want to look around the voice community, I want to tell we external Creole no in a vulnerability. Okay? So we don't have the vulnerability because for we people them, small people them, we got them 2 racial talk parents and racial them, they know they talk them Creole. Because they say they go to school and they learn in Spanish and they go to Spanish and we accept it home. So we have vulnerability. And because we have vulnerability, we need to do something towards it. What we can do towards it, we will come back fast. As I said before, plenty of indigenous language or people then, they lose their mother tongue. They don't go with and rest on pie. We got an opportunity because we come up with other indigenous people around the world. We're not going to pay them no money. And maybe they want to start with the same fight, but they don't got. But one of the ways where we can abide, because this is a one language that I don't tell them already, when we got no more speaker, not true. It can be cultural too, it can be so we decide and say, okay, we don't want that no more. We're going for another language, you know, it be Spanish or English, but it can be even French. But that don't happen. So you come here, one next one. When you not got, they not got, or only got little bit recording. That's one next thing. So a language there, when hard in the communication about the language. And that's why it's important for we start right with Creole. Okay? So we're not killing and mash up like how this thing going on because we're going to try help in the process of vulnerability. Because if we never know, we're vulnerable. We're out there vulnerable. Okay? Why the system? And this is one very important thing when we talk because this is the way we are this evening. People that say, but okay, but why do they write it like so? Yesterday we got on discussion and people say, we got one problem with, we don't got problem already with Spanish, and then when we come in now because of Spanish we don't want to teach. Well, guess what? We don't study this already and we don't go over, and not only we, Jamaican them do the same thing, and not only we, Italian they do the same thing, Curaçao they do the same thing, everybody over. And the thing I say, when one language oral, if you go from oral to written language, you got two kind of ways how you can do it. You can do it one easy way or one short way, and you can go one deeper way if you want to go. But what happens? If we want to teach the people in a school, what you look for, and big people do, but for people let me start with what you look for, the easy way or the hard way? The easy way, not true. And the easy way we're coming because to teach the people them to write the language how it sounds. Why? Because if we hear so you look to say if you want to follow English or French, it's just that English grammar that the hard way. English, French, and Arabic orthography are the tough way of doing it. Why? Because they got some pile of little things in it where you got you confound up and confused up and all the use up in a little sense. One little sound got 100 and I don't know how much meaning. 3 and 4 phonies mean something different. You understand? So if we want to run over that the case figure, you have to come down to one system and language where can make it more easier for the people. Then no easy no means say that no good. As I don't tell you no, the Latin them were the same thing, all the way over the Creole them over the land they use the same one. So the question will be why not go to San Andres? So what problem we got and what we answered yesterday is that we got so much problem with Spanish because we reject Spanish, because we feel like Spanish is for we cage, because we feel like Spanish is for we jail. So by sound like that Spanish we never know, so we want to reject that part, that no Spanish. That no Spanish, or we make it go clear. We don't got nothing to do with Spanish. It's just that Spanish, that one of the language we use the same phonetical way. We got clear or not clear? So unfortunately for we live with the same kind of language. That doesn't mean take away Ghana because go most the Italian then. Yeah, when Italian maybe we like better because they look better. No, yes, you understand? So we have a feeling better towards that. But it's the same thing. That is the same thing. So when I want Italian then would have say, when we come here now, we're going to learn Italian. Yeah. Because we like Italian people, you know. But as I said, these are not about who they speak the language, but about the phonetic system what we got. So that would be going to cut that out this evening. We don't got nothing to do with Spanish. That no Spanish. It's just that we live with Spanish. We don't have Spanish. We don't mix with them already. We ears don't get ready to the sound in Spanish. So they come to like something familiar, you know. And if some people will want to reject the Spanish, well that does come out of rejection. So clear? Another thing. Yeah. Alright, one other thing when we get clear in this, and even with the book, everyone start noticing, we got something clear in the linguistics what we call the Creole continuum. Creole is our language, and we don't go down deep in the sea because they don't know that one of the language, where it come from, we don't know. For we Creole not mix with non-Spanish, the original for we Creole. Not mix with non-Spanish, but you not mix with Spanish because you hear Spanish. You not mix with Spanish because you know non-Spanish never young. That would be that clear, not because we hear Spanish. You don't understand what I'm telling you? So we don't know Spanish because in the time when Creole come up, now when African and the British people them are so indigenous. That mix with. You get it? Guess what? In 50 more years we can't say the same thing. The Creole will speak to them, we got in Spanish. Yes! Yeah. Because we're in our language contact community. Yeah. And because we're in a language contact and the community in a contact, That not only that gobernación, we don't have that we hold because we are married to the panel, we got them hold, we don't have the language. No, that's no, excuse me, please excuse me, but be up crowd, but that is the idea. So we mix up and add the level, not only language, and no good or bad, but the thing that said it contact them on every level. You understand? So listen up now, and I'm done with this. In the thing with Creole, we got something we call the Creole continuum, and I want to get this thing clear. Creole continuum means this. I want to notice plenty of time, and this is the argument will come because we say, but how sometimes you say this, or this one said it this kind of way, and this one said this kind of way. What Creole continuum tell me? Creole continuum say, when with the Creole, the two languages come together, we don't say the British, the English, and the African language. Not true. So what happened? You got some people where they got in the talking Creole, got in more African language than when the English one. But we start there again. The English language, our language, was stronger than the African language then. Okay? We understand that? Then the African language was minorized, that means they were put down. Okay? So the English language until today is our heavier language. Our language, we got more speakers until today. So when the language you talk, the Creole you talk, it got in plenty more of the African language, we call it the basilectal. You go down to the basement of the Creole. And then what we say, the water. Now where you want the Awaniam today. There's an African word. So that is the basilectal. If you go for Western address, you can go to somebody neighborhood them, we don't have a canon name, but we know that well. You go to somebody neighborhood, you yourself with an island and say, what is that? Because they talk deep. But that name basilectal. No, they go on next one that the middle no name mesolectal. And the mesolectal means that you in the middle. You're the target, you know your phrase. You can get half African and half English. What you got, you understand? Majority of Western address them at that level. That's how we talk, the mesolectal people. Okay? But now, we go on next one now, where in the the acrolectal. And the acrolectal go easier to the English. That not everybody got that. The who got that. When people were studying, not because you got that university or what, but people maybe were more educated, where you study some book towards them, you have got some presentations in English, and you go church, that's on the man, but not only go church, go sit down, but you have to preach out, you have to lead, you got, so you more acrolectal. You get accustomed to that, so when you want to sit down and talk now, if you can sit down and talk to one gringo, you feel yourself smooth, because yeah, you understand. But if you put the gringo in the basilectal, and you say, what did he say? Excuse me. You understand? So we islanders, if you don't notice, the basilectal, we can sit down with any maybe gringo and they understand everything, but the gringo don't understand everything. But the acrolectal, them, yeah, you understand? So that's what we did. That is the Creole continuum. We got basilectal, mesolectal, and acrolectal. So that's the reason why it's so hard sometimes. And when time we see the but we don't say that so. How they wanna write that so well? They try to need stabilize and level one kind of way. You know the mesolectal we all are we there. Because if we put it on for your collectal or for your basilectal, we no one get nowhere. So we need to standardize something and say, okay, this is the way what we ancestors. So if after one who don't read it, who don't want to put it somewhere, no, that's no problem, but that will be that.
Thank you, Maureen. You go and hear now about the structure of the book by Keisha Howard.
What must I say after Maureen gone right and badly with way? Thank you, Maureen. I believe plenty things stay clear. Okay, I want to say one part of things, but I want to stick to the script. And the script that what you want to find in the book. Okay? What you want to find in the book. The content divide up in this kind of way. We want to know about the basic alphabet sounding. Okay? So when we teach or when we learn about language, we have to understand, say you got sound and you got grapheme. Grapheme, that is symbol will represent a sound. We have an international phonetic alphabet, okay, where them study the general sound what a human can make. But then now in each language, them take them the sound and then give or they give two different, or they represent it with different grapheme. Okay, so example. One example where I experienced they teach English this week. The arena, the R. When I say R, what do you think pan? Right? Right. But I don't want teacher, so not yet. Uno think pan this, not true. The one go like so. Bam. Okay. Alright. When one picnic where they learn Spanish or that Spanish, sit that you want say R. And no make we say want say R, they want because now they learn and they teach picnic them by the sound and not by the name. So they teach them the sound first and then they say esta es una R. So when they show them, when the teacher put up that grapheme, the picnic and say rrrr. But when one gringo they put up that grapheme, the picnic and say rrrr. So I then teach my young people them National University. Me tell them, es un oso, no es un tigre. And they laugh, ¿cómo así, profe? No es rrr, como un tigre, es rrr, como un oso, okay? And then if you go French, they say, ah. So, I don't know, that's all like you got something there, not true. But it's the same grapheme, but it represent different songs to different people. So we try, logically, the booklet, we never know how audio, so we didn't tell you how it sound, but I want to try to make a small demonstration. So we talk about the basic alphabet. Then we talk about some other sound where no in other language where we associate to the grapheme how we want. Okay, so we want to explain that too. And then we got some of the basic rule, and then we got some of the basic grammar. Okay. Yesterday, Dr. Joseph explained perfectly. Say while the lexical base of Creole got in a lot of English word, the grammatical structure of Creole that African. It comes from a lot of the different African language. That's why Ina just kind of like Aramaic. That's why in a Bible we find Jesus that said, verily, verily, I say unto you. You understand me? The Gringo and say that I say to you. Yeah, if you get it, you get it, and if you don't get it, no. And that's why we in a Creole say, I swim and I swim and I swim and I swim. We don't say, I swam a lot. You know, we don't say that. So, them are the things, them what make, yeah, we don't, that are not the basole. That are not who they lead more to the English. You understand me? So we got that in a little bit. Okay. So, Andres, help me out there. Alright, so because I am a teacher, I want to explain how the sound go. Go on the one where says sound, alphabet sound in a Creole. Next one. Alright, another one. Okay. So then that the sound correspond to the symbol. Why I want to show you this and I want to help me? Because if you don't look at the book, I will not go with it, we do not English hat or no one get confused. If you don't go with it, we do no Spanish hat or Sarah. So you have to go with the Creole hat, okay? Because this you want to see right now say this is not Spanish. Because some of the sound we associate to some of the grapheme that know what in a Spanish and that know what in a English either because with the right Creole, okay? So we got the first sound that. So, no name. So, everybody want to get the first one. The sound that? Ah. Okay. Ah. Like Ina. One. Sha. E. Ah. Then we got the second one that? Ah. Like Ina. Ban. So, me no say a ban. Can't say that you're ban your belly. But you're ban. Okay? Alright. Then I got I. Like Ina. Bye. You've got me one example. I love you. Alright, then we got we just struggle with the business then but make I continue. Then we got B. Not the song, not the name. That not B. That the song we talk about song. The song that B. That not ba because one ear on the side like that. B. Like in a bush. Then we got okay, this one that one sound from the phonetic alphabet where we use plenty in a Creole. Bo. Bo. With that boy. Okay? Then we got beer. Beer. Whether beautiful. Okay? So that's Spanish? Spanish don't got beer. Okay, but we Creole got. Alright? When we continue. In a Creole we don't got this. The letter C, what we call C, we don't got that. Okay? The only time you want to see the grapheme, we go like so that if you got one each side. We got that clear? And if you make the sound, ch. Like you're cheap. Yeah? Church. Yeah? Ch. No, only when it's on ch. The C no exists except when it got CH. Alright. Okay? Alright. Then we got the. Like the dad did. Okay? Then. Alright, then we got A. No sé no dirty word no. I want to go faster. The next one. Alright, this one is a perfect example. May we say that the one to last one together. 1, 2, 3. Oh, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I love it because some say J and some will say G. Creole that G. 1, 2, 3. G. We don't got J. In English, that's why we put it in the struggle. In English, that grapheme we go like so. Got two sounds. It got G, like garage. Garage is the perfect example because it's garage. It got 2 G. I want to make G, I want to make J. Why do we can't say garage? Because it's not right. Explain me. That's just how it is learning. That I will tell you. You understand me? But G. In a Creole, G. That's not like in a English where we got game, G, and gym. Like when you go gym. You see, you got the J sound, Creole, that G. So anytime you see one, this, in a Creole, the sound that G. Alright? Then we got Gia. Gian. We got that in a Spanish. You don't see that combination in a Spanish. Because we're not writing in Spanish, we're writing out with Creole. Alright, let's go, Andy. Alright, we're coming up now. This is another one where a good example, the EH. The EH is the best letter in a Creole because it got plenty function. Okay? But if we don't know what language right, we have to that, so of course because I can't teach everything in 10 minutes. I am there soon put up everything like Tesha is nice. So anyway, let me say the song. 1, 2, 3. Pero con entusiasmo like Jorge Barón say 1, 2, 3. Huh. Alright, that is huh. So anytime you say that letter, that grapheme in a Creole, the sound that huh, especially if it start one word. If it then to the last one word, that's a different thing. But if it then start one word, that huh. So holla with EH and ha. Look here, the whole week, Jappy Creole Day. We like Jappy, what a Jappy? We can't Jappy Creole. Happy Creole Day. Ha, ha. So anytime happy, holy, hope that way, EH. Ha. No, in Spanish, what EH do?
Sorry, yeah, first you always do G and it's really sound more with the H.
Exactly. The ha, the happy. No, something what important here is we have to think and say in Spanish what the EH do? The silent. Hormiga, humor, yellow, right? In English, guess what? In English is her, la lie. In English is her and it's also silent. How do you spell hour? H-O-U-R. That H is silent. How do you spell humility? H-U-M-I-L-I-T-Y. But it's her. So you have two. So I try to explain my opinion to the last I don't just learn the word because English make rule and then it broke all of it. Okay? We don't want to traumatize the opinion. The H got one sound and the her. Alright. Then we got I, short I, and we got long E, arrange. Then we got the J. No. That's what we did. J. In Spanish, what that sound like now? Huh. You see what we want to say? Jappy Creole there because we want to use the J, but we know the right thing in Spanish. J only make the sound J. Jesus. Jews, all them there. Dream. But we coming that we're going to mix now. Alright, we got the rest of them self-explanatory. K. That's why. So anything will sound like K in a Creole, right with K. C not in a Creole. Except we there with what? EH. So any that with S. Celebrate that with S. Okay? And that with here. Alright, then we continue. The final J. The final J. J, every time you see one J, one be G. If you start one word like happy, that hear me happy. Like Jesus, look at me come first. or judge, or joke, so we let that when you just start. Joke, jog, j. When it's done one word to is j. So like bridge. We not spell bridge. In English you spell it B-R-I-D-G-E. Bridge. Yeah, that's how you spell it. You know the laugh, but that's how this thing goes, you understand me? Bridge. But in a Creole you spell it B-R-I-G, because the J sound to the first or to the last is written with the stuff. Alright, okay. Yeah, then tell me something last night. Now we go on the other one then. Them yeah, we got qua, we got kia, like carpenter, the L, and then we got and we got okay? The NG, we got one where your mouth goes so, and we got one where your tongue goes, okay? So, alright, let's go for the next one. This thing sweet, I don't know if I love it. When I translate, sometimes my husband, him there, in second what happened, what they go on and I do it, you can write it the correct way. And him like, what they said, that's all we have to do, you understand me? Let's go, Andy. You have to pronounce it good. Okay. Are them the self-explanatory? I want to go to the Z because the Z in a Creole is similar to the Z in a English. So it makes okay? And then finally, when we come to the consonant blend, and they put up the one we got like so many people go in school. We got the C. He explained again, said the C. So how will I write city in a Creole? That's CM1. SITTI. One next thing. When we end with I. We don't end with Y. Okay? We end with I because we're the phonetic. Alright? Cat write with K. Perfect. Then we got one another letter when it exists in a Creole whether the letter Q. Q not exists in a Creole. Because the sound for Q, which is qua, what makes that sound in a Creole? The K. Right? So we put the K and we put one W next to it. One another letter where we take out, where we excomulgar is the X. The X not in the either. What makes the X that the K and the S together? So 6 S-I-K-S. Alright? Alright, and then we got some more examples, we don't do them there. And then the last one, these are the hardest one where I still struggle with. This song, struck. Okay? So, in English, when we see this, picture this, T-R-E-E, T-R-E-E. What is that word in English? Tree, right? Tree. But phonetically, what does the sound of the T? T. And what does the sound of the R? R. So really you're saying T, R, E. T, R, E. 3. Okay? Do you understand me? Then the letter them, to we sound, them then no. So we use tree, C-E-H, tree. You understand? Yes. In a Creole, we don't have no distinction because two of them sound same. In a English, we say tree and we say tree. But if you go to a gringo and you say tree, he wants to say the tree. You have to say 3. You mean 3 with the TEH. Exactly. You understand me? So that's why. Okay, that's nice. Anyhow, last one, JR. The JR with this one are done. So one similar thing. How do you spell in English the instrument that goes like this? Spell, no say. How you spell it? D-R-U-M. Okay, now we sort that out phonetically. First sound is D. Second sound is R. Drum. Right? But in a fluid language, we say drum. Yeah? Drum. So how will I write that in a Creole? 1, 2, 3. G-A-R-O-M. Drum. Okay? So with that information now, when you look on the book, remember, you're not afraid to sound like they get mad. This is the language. So if you have to walk around, I do that in months. If you could have relearned. And I want to go with this anecdote. I spent practically 20 odd years of my life, they learn English. I love English. I make money off of English. I work English. I study. I live to the States 8 years. When I think, unfortunately, for the most part, and I want right, it flow for me better in English because that was my milieu for years. And you know how they hurt me and say, that's all? You know how it hurt me say sometimes, I say something and pastor say, catch about that English, and I like, mwah, mwah, mwah. What did the pastor like? And then they tell me, no, that this, and I like, okay, that makes sense. I am relearning my language. And if I could have spent 20 years to learn another man's language, and I can't give him 1 month, no. No.
Question. The OU song, that's, it's a room, for example.
We say what?
It's a room.
Room. Room. How you gonna spell room? Make we see if you know pass it. R-U-U-M. Room. If you use one, you that. Room. Yeah. Room. And then we got the O. You and the O. Okay? Hope. How will I write hope? 1, 2, 3. Yes. You. Who. First the U and then the O. You know why plenty people against this thing? Because it make you feel impotent. It make you feel like, me fella, I don't learn all that, I know that, no so, hope that, no hope, H-O-P-E, that H, no, man. It hard. But that's what we have to do. We have to go back and we have to learn to write with language. There's beauty in that. Thank you.
Everything, but I want your own experience. And I always start, I begin when I talking, I say, I think English is the language of my head. And Creole is the language of my heart. You feel it. You see? So that is very important. And I want to tell you something else. The language got more mixture. Words have any salpicon. It's English. English got in French, you got in German, you got in Latin, Dutch, all the language in the environment.
That's why it's so hard.
That's why it's so hard because it's a whole combination. Oh, don't you not simple as pork. No matter come from French. Beef is a French word. And in France, the time when they invade the island we name Brittany, all them people gone in there, so I'm beginning to put into the word in there. So that's why, for instance, when they will be calling in Spanish, the Escarto says, them was French people. So they said, beef. And the local said, cow. And that is the reason why you have all them kind of egg, for instance. That is from the region, then from the king was there. Egg. When you say street, it's Latin because Rome invaded that island years ago. But so when you begin to study the history of the language, that's the reason why. So we must process through language, through Creole, got in the structure, English, but we got a whole pile of African world, but the west part of Africa where we come from. The west part, we got several languages. Twi, T-W-I. Then we got Ewe, then we got Igbo, and different one. We say something like, there are some people around here say, make I tell you something, we not talk that. Our uno that know English, uno is an African, where they come from a language named Twi. So them things we have to pay on to make people proud of the language. You see, I feel it. We make a lot of investigation with other places that this thing what they have me here with we, not only with they have got this problem. I got a parallel book here. You got it in Jamaica, you got it in Belize, you got it in Bluefields, you got it in Boca del Toro, you got it in Cahuita, Costa Rica, in Limon. All the places in Nicaragua, Bluefields, and they're working on that to write with Creole. For instance, I got a book here from Costa Rica. Yeah. This one is Creole. How do I write it? You see that the E, you put Y. You see? But the only thing I want to say, we have to continue fight, right? For the language, our language. Now, not bad English, now corruption. we the right to thank you.
Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Brian Robinson. We're going to hear now about some old-time saying by Julie Espinosa.
Okay, I want to share, good evening. I want to share some of the way saying, I won't say all the time, Emil, because I always say so. I always say so in every moment. Sometimes we don't even notice when time with the time. So the first one I said, I know one day monkey want wife.
No one time. No one time monkey want wife.
Thanks for the correction. I will correct it. Okay, good. Sometimes I said day. Thanks. You are right. I'm at the day too. When Paul Mary have here. Fisherman never said the fish sing.
Oh, spy.
Another one there.
That guy. Fisherman never said them fish pile yet.
This thing on the spy equal use. It depends where
you see? So back to the same thing. Work not gonna bring wrong.
Yes, sir.
Today for me, tomorrow for you.
Yes, sir.
Them normally said today for me. Tomorrow for you. Stress it. Tomorrow for me.
Depends on which part of the day.
For you.
You make your bed hard, you don't put it right. So. You can't plant canna for him. By pushing a bag. You can't plant canna for him.
You can't plant canna, reap mango.
Alright.
I mean, I believe in you. I can't plant canna for you. I don't believe in you.
but the rain is added.
Alright. Buy pussy in a bag.
Yeah, no buy pussy in a bag.
No buy pussy in a bag.
Ghosts know who we frightened.
You can bet.
Coming go wet. Never think on say. It jump out the frying pan and jump in the fire. You can take the hag out of the bush. You can't take the bush out of the hag.
A mud. You can take the bush out of the man, but you can't take the man out of the bush.
When they start freezing.
Yeah, I go to the you can take the bush out. Man out of the bush, you can't take the bush out of the man. That's how we eat. That will come from African.
You don't need your hot higher work already. Sorry for Magadagi. That's every day pocket go the well.
Everybody, I go to Saturday morning.
That's everything good for eat, good for that. Yeah. One belly full, no fat maga.
One day belly full. One day belly full, no fat maga.
A fat maga dog is turning on a bite you. We'll get bite right now.
You know if it's spinning in the sky, we got with drop on your face. Dog will eat your sofa.
Dog me time you.
Trouble not set like rain. By the hook or the crook. Good friend better than pocket money.
Yeah.
1 ounce of prevention better than a whole pound of cure. Water more flour. See that the whole saying?
Good old buy no sell the shop.
I just share 30 with us. Next time we will share the $300 of that.
Exactly.
All right, make we clap for Julie. Thank you, Julie. All right, we want to hear some joke now. We want skin teeth. By Domingo McNabb.
Good evening to everybody. First and all, I want to thank very much to the past here. And with this event is the best moment to clarify many things that all got me name, span the drum, span the tap, all of them. So before I tell you my name, I live between San Andres, Providence, Catalina, anywhere where the people want to put me when they don't want to face the problem. I am very rich. You know who I talk about? Them say. Me that them say. Until you come reclaim back. Because anytime you want to run a say, you don't say. Pastor, you don't say that you never. All of me, them say. No, you have to start to create a problem and start to blame me, man. That got me tired. Excuse me if you see that I have to look at the paper because the juvenile Alzheimer catch me. Anyhow, we want to start. Pastor, anytime I went out of the way, you just. Okay, when I start with this one, since we let talk about how sometimes you degenerate or how you say, the spiraling language.
Corruption.
A little boy they had know, I want it and done. I want it and done. 5 years old, you know. What could have happened to a child 5 years old with a use that expression? Mama hear the person like, you don't pay no mind. That craving, haggish. I did bake from morning, bread and I did bake bone. So I asked him what to make. And he said, I want bread and bone. I want bread and bone. I want bread and bone. And I didn't know he was supposed to want it. I don't know bread and bone. Bread and bone you want. You know that sometimes in academia is them invent all kind of things to help man. So Buelo they worry because Buelo said, Lad, I drink the comes water, then give me the marine sexual punch, that one that the seaweed, you know. All that have to go in the language, you know, this marine sexual punch. Becomes water, run down. I love to eat all the things with the pañal and say about cocktail and that. Well, you know hear about the blue pills. No, yeah, I hear about the blue pills, but them tell me they're expensive, but they're not good for your heart and all that kind of thing. That is where, you know, I can't only hear me that. We'll make a bargain. Better we say that them say. Blame me, blame me, blame me half everything.